My name is Raman Nanda. I am an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad who's worked in the corporate sector for a long time, including in Tata Group, in family-run businesses, an MNC, and many startups. Raman Effect, discovered by Nobel laureate Sir C.V. Raman, in the scientific world has huge utility in diverse sectors like pharmacy, cosmetics, minerals, geology, and semiconductors. The Raman Effect videos that I present will appeal to a diverse section of adults who are in different domains of life, who are in different age groups, and I am sure they will appeal to people in different parts of the world as well. In this series of Raman Effect, I seek to share my insights and mantras that will help lead us a full life. What's a full life? A full life is one that is balanced on multiple perspectives like career and profession, financials, health and wellness, relationships, emotional, and the spiritual quotient. As an example, you may be doing very well in your career and also financially, but if you have poor relationships or poor health, what's the use of what you have already achieved? Similarly, if you have great relationships, great spiritual quotient, but no money to spend on the needs that you want to fulfill, you may not be able to go far in life. So if you're a business owner, or if you are a corporate executive, or in any other domain of life, and you want to lead a full life, Raman Effect will share many insights with you which you will find extremely useful. To be effective, if there is one single life-changing habit that we must inculcate in ourselves, it is that of taking notes and keeping a journal. As human beings, and more often as managers, we are often selective in our memory and we remember just a percentage of whatever happened in any meeting because many thoughts keep crisscrossing our minds all the time. So what to do? Just write it down. When? All the time. Start with work and then start noting down things at home also in a journal. Let's dive into some real life situations. You may have a meeting and during the meeting important points are being made. Make a note of them. You may have a phone call with a colleague or with a partner. Make sure that you're noting down everything that was mentioned which is going to be useful for you in the future. Take a Zoom call. In a Zoom call, make sure you note not only what is said, but also the non-verbal cues like the behavior of various people in the call. It could also be a watch on who is participating in the meeting by means of seeing whether they are mute or their camera is off all the time. See the emotions of the people, and finally, after the meeting, have a quick look to see that you recorded all that was required. These notes are useful in many situations. For example, to remember who was in the meeting, who said what, who made what commitments, by when it would be done. You'll find often that notes are taken by a secretary or an executive assistant. Nothing wrong with that. But they may not reflect what you would have liked to remember from that particular meeting. If you want to make it effective, you take the notes yourself. Further, to make these notes actionable, do 4 things. Number 1, note down your learnings from the meeting and highlight with a color. Second, note down your own action points and highlight them by a different color. Third, see what others have committed and make sure that you highlight it differently. And finally, underline all your crucial observations from that meeting. In spite of loving the digital world, I like to take my notes myself. Perhaps you will agree with me on that. Additionally, a journal at work needs to have a separate section when we are responsible for teammates. This is a section called Key Incident Diary. Whenever a colleague has done outstanding work or gone beyond the call of duty, it's important to make a note of that in the Key Incident Diary. Similarly, if a colleague has shown unwarranted behavior or needs development assistance, that should also be noted in the same diary. During bilateral meetings, it is a fantastic means of giving accurate feedback to the teammates for their personal development and improvement. Coming to your personal life, a journal is an important self-development tool which costs you nothing except discipline and consistency. Write your learnings every day and you will become a changed person. Notes and journals also help you keep your mind clutter-free. You need not scratch your mind or think furiously as to what you may have missed doing or having in a to-do list. Finally, you become the most effective and go-to person in your work community if you are maintaining a journal. If you want to say thank you to me for your learnings, stay connected with me for the Raman Effect series. Thank you and take care.